Killer Keemstar.
Oh, good. Fuck about.
You know, there's kids dying in Africa.
Oh, good. Fuck about.
And yeah, that was that intro that I just put at the beginning there. Was made by Bot Crozer. So I think some of you probably know him from I've mentioned him in other videos, and I put his link to his Twitch stream in the description. Yeah. Anyway, he made that intro for me. So it's intro, but it's still in progress. That's only a little bit of it. It's not completely done yet, but I just thought I'd show it anyway because it's pretty funny. And yeah, anyway, thanks for him for doing that. And also, anyway, let's get into the video. So, hello, cheese munchers, and today I have another trending topic for you, hungry diabetes-ridden mouths. So today we're talking about extreme feminists. Now, before we start, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not against feminism. I think it's really important. But what I don't like are the extreme ones that say completely irrelevant things to get attention. And as always, anyway, that's what I had to say about that. I just need to put across. And obviously, as always, I have a video for us to react to. So let's have a quick check.
There it was. There I was thinking it was just me that had a problem, but it turns out it's the air conditioning that's sexist.
I know. So many women in our office have the exact same problem. You know, we just sit there absolutely freezing at our desks trying to type. You can probably tell I've got a cold right now, which I blame all on the AC.
No, you didn't get a cold from the air conditioning unit, you mug. You got a cold from a virus. I mean, to be fair, this is actually a common misconception about the cold virus. The thing is, you don't actually get a cold from being cold. You just get a cold from a virus you came into contact with. I mean, it's obviously people might think that you get a cold from being in the cold. That's why it's called a cold. I mean, obviously that's kind of logical and makes kind of sense. But if you think about it, it really doesn't though, because you can't just become ill from being surrounded by a cold temperature. That doesn't actually make any medical sense, I guess. Anyway, let's continue with the video.
And often actually nothing's being done to help them, and it might sound like a bit of a silly, light-hearted issue, but actually it's really uncomfortable being freezing at your desk every day. Take it from me.
If it's so cold, and why don't you just put a jumper on then? Jesus Christ, it's not an issue. It's just a non-issue. Oh no, I'm cold. Let's just put a jumper on then. Oh look, it solves the problem. You're so dumb. It's ridiculous. I mean, you just, if you're coming on live television, at least try and make some sort of sense, so you don't just embarrass yourself in front of the whole fucking country. Jesus.
To know that there's actually proof that this is happening, that women, do feel the cold more than men, and that the AC in offices is normally regulated more for a male's temperature than a woman's.
Now, the first part of that actually does make sense. It is true that a woman's body does actually feel the cold more than a man's, but a woman actually is better at conserving a heat because they cut off the blood supply to their skins. They feel the cold less, and they're better at conserving their heat. So, in the first part of what she says, yeah, that kind of makes sense, I guess. But then, how possibly can you have air conditioning that's tuned to men's temperature gauges? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, just set it a temperature that where both the man and the woman don't feel cold at, or if someone finds it cold, put a jumper on, or just don't work at the company that has the air conditioning at the wrong temperature for you. I mean, I don't see the point in complaining about any of this, because it's really easily solved, and it's just trivial and pointless. I mean, I assume this woman promotes herself as some sort of feminist, but she's not really standing up for anything that actually fucking matters. You kind of just letting the whole feminist movement down by arguing for changes that just don't matter, essentially. They're just first world problems that could easily be solved by you putting a jumper on or wearing some warmer clothes. You're just a complete moron. You don't seem to understand anything at all. Just fuck off, please.
Often, actually nothing's being done to help them. And, it might sound like a bit of a silly, light-hearted issue, but actually it's really uncomfortable being freezing at your desk every day. Take it from me.
No, I know I experience the same, because what I've often found is you go in on a really hot summer's day, you're wearing summer clothes, you go into an office and it's absolutely freezing. I think even for some men it must be too cold. I don't understand why air conditioning is often so cold. So what you have to do is then take a jumper in with you and put that jumper on.
Oh, maybe because it's turned down to a cold temperature. Just turn it up to the hot one again, you fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so in conclusion, I think this woman is a bit of a knob, to be honest. Yeah, it just kind of is. I hope you agree with what I'm saying, but that's just my opinion anyway. Anyway, so yeah, I think that kind of she's just the wrong. She's just kind of taking feminism in the wrong direction and just giving her a bad name, essentially, because she's just kind of standing it for air conditioning. It's just really important. Oh yeah, it's just not been off dickhead at all, are you? I think you just kind of disappear, please. Never go on TV again. It's just not a good decision. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give a quick shout out because there's no particular reason, but what the fuck not. So go check out this Instagram account. I'll put it in the description below. It's my friend Ruby. Yeah, just go and check it out. I don't. Yeah, she told me to do it, so she told me to give her a shout out. So I'm just gonna do it anyway. So hey, what the fuck not. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you want some more, subscribe. And if you got any suggestions for topics you want me to talk about next, just slap it down in the comments. I haven't, because it's kind of hard if if I'm doing a video quite regularly, it's kind of hard for me to come up with ideas to talk about. Anyway, yeah, so if you've got ideas, just put down in the comment section. I'll get if I see it, I'll get back to you, and also send a link to a video for me to react to as well, because that makes it kind of easier for me to do. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. So yeah, I should see you in the next one.
You stay lost. We are reaching for the stars.